Hi, my name is Ryan Neal. I'm with Caterpillar. I am the North American Large Excavator Product Application Specialist, and I'm standing right in front of our brand new 395 Next Gen Caterpillar excavator. It is the direct replacement for the 390F, and it is a much improved machine as far as what we've done in the machine as far as weight. We've increased productivity, structural durability, and standard technologies. We've got a lot of new features to talk about this machine, and some of the things that we want to hit on right now is we'll talk about the increased structure durability. What we've done to help out the machine is we've added more steel to the machine, quite frankly, to make it more structurally durable. We've thickened up the plates in the boom and the stick all the way down into the frame, as well as having a larger counterweight now. This machine is a 5 metric ton heavier machine. That adds up a lot. And some of the advantages of doing that is in the harsh conditions, the machine's going to live up longer frame life. We're less worried about any of those issues. Having a heavier machine is going to allow us to put bigger buckets on it for more payload. We're able to achieve that by a larger stick cylinder. It's a 5 millimeter stick cylinder, which is going to give us better breakout force. We also have a dedicated swing pump. Having a dedicated closed loop circuit swing pump means the machine, all that pump is doing is looking at the swing. It's not stealing any priorities from the boom or the stick or any other functions. Its only sole purpose is to help the machine swing faster. We have a 10% increased swing torque with this machine, which means that productivity is I'm getting the material out of the hole to the truck or to the pile faster than I was before. And you get a bigger bucket on there, we're roughly 15% larger buckets on these machines. 15% every single pass is a substantial amount of dirt at the end of the day. So we're really looking forward to that productivity. Some of the other things that we've done to this machine is enhance safety for the operator. One is we've moved the serviceability all to the cab side. So when the operator wants to climb up the machine to check the engine oil, they don't have to do it on the non-cab side. They go to the cab side, climb up the ladder, walk down the walk deck, open up the compartment door, and then you've got full access to that side of the machine from one side. When they're done, they climb out of the engine compartment, walk down the walk deck, and then they get into the cab. So it's very nice that they're not going to have to be walking up and down two different sides. Other safety features that we've had that are standard on this machine come down to the technology. With the technology, our safety features are what we call E-fence, and we can physically stop this machine from going too far forward, the front linkage too far forward, swinging left and right, booming up and booming down, and one really important one is cab avoidance, keeping the bucket out of the cab. And in some of these configurations, that is a possibility to do that. If you have large material in the bucket and you're worried about getting it too close to the cab, we can extend that E-fence feature out away from the machine, allowing it to not get any of those things to protrude into the cab or into the glass. So very, very nice to be able to do that. You can have them all on at once, swing left and swing right, and then you just have this open corridor where the machine can work in. You also have it above you, the E-sealing, which will prevent the top of the stick or any of the linkage from hitting an obstruction, and it will physically stop the machine. One of the other nice safety things that we've done is this machine is fully capable to have scales on the machine, and with the scales on the machine, we have several different things. We can track productivity by every single bucket that comes out of the ground, as well as lift assist feature, which we tell it where we're going to lift the machine from, and it will tell us how much we're lifting. And as we reach out forward or swing over the side, it's using the lift chart weights to tell us when that machine is reaching the limits of what it should and what we recommend that machine should lift. Those are all standard features as far as the safety is concerned, and as far as the payload activity. When you're talking about payload on a 395 machine, they load a lot of trucks, and if we can keep track of tons per liter, tons per hour, total trucks moved, total fuel efficiency, total buckets moved, and if you put a density in for that material type, it's going to give us volume in cubic meters. That is a lot of information that the machine is doing just because we're clicking a button storing each individual truck that went out there. We can track different material types, we can track different trucks, and being able to have that is a lot of information that the operator or the site manager that wants to pull off and get total production for the day, they can stick a USB in the side of the monitor and extract that information off, or as well as going into the Vision Link system and pulling that information from the office itself. So 3 different areas where we can extract that information, and it's extremely valuable. We're comfortable within the plus or minus 3% accuracy range, and that is a lot of good data that a lot of customers are asking for every day that they don't even know. They're tracking it in other ways, and now this machine is tracking it just through a standard feature that we have. One of the other features we have are the cat grade 2D, meaning we have full indication as to where the bucket tip is at all times. If I have a 4-meter cut, I can dial it into the display, tell it that I need to go 4 meters down from a specific reference point. I bench from that reference point. The machine knows, because we have IMUs, initial measurement units, on the boom stick, car body, and an AMR sensor. It's a non-contact magnetic sensor where the pin meets the bucket, and so we know the specific bucket angle. Having all that information feeding back to the machine allows us to have that complete grade control experience where we know how deep we need to go. The operator gets done with their cut, they back up, they reset, and they continue to just do that process over and over and over again. And it is a standard feature where they have complete indication as to where that bucket is on the machine. That's standard. If you want to go something optional, something more than that, we have something called 2D Advanced, which we add our new 10-inch monitor, TD520, and it allows us to do more sophisticated 2D designs where we could match an existing ditch or an existing profile by just putting the bucket down and recording each point, and it will create this design for us, or by physically putting in the designs in the display by yourself 2-dimensionally. We also have optional 3D from the factory, which is we add our GPS receivers to the machine, our radio, and then we have the TD520, which allows us to put in our 3D designs for more complicated profiles such as golf courses or pond management, or anywhere where you're going to need that accurate 3D design all over the entire job site. It does a tremendous amount of tracking where the bucket is at all time, live data. It's basically what you would call your on-site rover. It can act just like that, knowing where that bucket tip is all times.